Want to move? Thank you. Hi, everybody. Sorry I was a little late. I was so busy this morning, I didn't realize it was 1 o'clock already. Time flies. I hope all is well. It's going to be rough weather-wise for a lot of people today. So, let me see if I can fix my camera. There we go. It's much better. I'm going to pull this down a little bit. We got some rain clouds moving in and cooler. It's 72 degrees, but it feels cooler than 72. It doesn't really feel like a 72. So the humidity is dropping and much better than it was. Not like it was last week. We were just like roasting and sweating and everything. Hey Nancy, how are things in Wisconsin? So anyway, I'm kind of winging it today because I forgot to write down my production notes. And of course, yesterday I went to my church's potluck and everything, so it's been a busy weekend. Well, good. I'm glad to hear that. There's supposed to be some storm systems going through Colorado, Nebraska, Kansas today. We got a little bit of rain here just day before yesterday. Well, yesterday morning and a little bit yesterday afternoon, we had a little bit of rain. Basically, over the weekend, we had some rain. I wish we needed more. The trees look a little greener. The plants look a little greener. Looks better than it did. So we need more rain. You know, not the flooding type rain. Just need good steady rain and just really wash the air really super good. And also to help the firefighters too, because that should help. Anyway, I don't know if you heard on the news, Judge Eileen Cannon is making the same mistake again. You think the woman would learn? She is meddling in the federal case on the, she's trying to wiggling toward dismissing the case on the, document step case against Trump, the Mar-a-Lago one. And she's telling she couldn't understand why Jack Smith has using all these other jury, everything else. Trump has broke federal law. And the woman had no jurisdiction in D.C. She had no jurisdiction in Georgia. And frankly, I think the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals there need to remove her and appoint another judge to handle the matter that's more experienced and knows what's what. The woman doesn't seem to get it through her thick skull that Trump had broken several federal laws that were put there for a purpose. In other words, she's doing the same meddling like she did last year. Okay, she got slapped back twice by the 11th Circuit Court on this. And I think now Jack Smith should push to have her removed from the bench. Because she had no right, she had no jurisdiction, and the 11th Circuit needs to slap her hard. Sanction her and remove her from, have her do traffic court and not the big cases. She's basically showing her true colors that she's supporting Trump. And I wish I could ask her a point blank question. I go, look, what part of federal law you don't understand when it comes to stealing national security documents? Can you answer that? none of the judges I know that interfere with other courts or districts and what they do. They just don't do that. They focus on their own districts and their own areas. Okay. Um, like when I lived in a little town of Roy, we only had one municipal court. We had one traveling judge, and he goes from small municipal courts in smaller towns and everything in Western Washington. But he does court in Tacoma, and he does municipal court here in Roy. Well, when I came in to be on the jury duty, there's really a very, very small jury pool in Roy. It really is. It's a town of 900. Okay, it's really a small town. Yeah, that's what my thought is too. And I think now they need to slap her for uh, interference. That's what they need to do. They need to slap her for that. Because the 11th Circuit told her, you do this again, you will be punished. Okay. They need to remove her from that case and put another judge in there that knows, the procedures and everything else, how to do this. She's way over her head on this. So, and she's supposed to be impartial. Well, she's not acting impartial. Anyway, when I lived in Roy, there was this case of reckless driving that occurred. Well, I heard about it. Of course, being 1.5 miles from town, I didn't see the incident happen. But, I basically found the guy guilty because he wasn't really being forthright on what he was doing while he was driving. When you come into Roy, it's kind of a lazy S serpentine type road. So it comes down, Highway 507 comes down, and then it comes around the bend. Okay, it's almost not quite a 45-degree turn, but it comes around the bend. You go over the railroad tracks, come around the bend. Then there is a sharp 90-degree turn to the left. You have to go almost a 90-degree turn, very sharp there. Well, he came around that corner going close to 70 miles an hour, where you're supposed to be going down to 20. They lowered the speed through town of Roy at 15 when you go through Roy. One side of downtown's on this side. Okay. The other side's railroad tracks. I was amazed the guy didn't roll over. Crash when he did that, because that corner can take you by surprise. Even when I had to go around the town of Roy because of snow and ice, you have to be really careful. Okay. Anyway, the judge asked me when I came in, he says, he knew me by name, and he says, Virginia, how's the traffic and everything? I said, I just came in from Spanaway. It's not too bad, but they did have a rollover on Canyon and Highway 7. He goes, oh, okay. So one side of the road is shut down for now. I don't know when they'll clear it out or anything. You just have to check it out. So, but we're a tight-knit community. Just for an example. But that judge does not stick his nose in what other municipal courts do. Okay? He's very impartial. Now, as far as Cannon, she's not being impartial. She's showing her true colors. So I think the 11th Circuit Court needs to be swift about this. And slap her hard and slap her down hard today. Do it now. Remove her now. And get a very impartial judge in there. Since she's supposed to be she's a Trump appointed judge, she should be excused from it. Okay. Now I'll bet you right now that Jack Smith is pissed about this. I would be too. Go like, what is she doing? What is she thinking? You know. Now the other judge in, was it DC? Anyway, she's slapping Giuliani. Oh, it's in New York. Giuliani really hard, and because he was trying to pull some stunts, and she goes, nope, not gonna happen. And so he's in trouble as well. Now there are 6 co-conspirators in the January 6th case, and Giuliani is one of those co-conspirators. So he'll be indicted. But then Trump is violating that judge's order in DC, making threats against witnesses and everything else, including Pence, because he's a witness in this. I think she should just yank it back. Just yank back his reconnaissance agreement and said, nope, you're going to jail right now. You're going to be put in handcuffs and you'll be perp walked and you'll be sent to jail and you'll be kept there until trial. And I think that's what they need to do. Just shut this guy up. Take away all his electronics. And the only thing he has to read is comics. And that way he's not posting anything on social media or anything. In other words, he needs to be muzzled. I'm really sick and tired of them doing this to Trump. I'm sorry, make correction. I'm sick and tired of Trump doing this to us. Doing this to witnesses, you know, that type of thing. Yes, I do too, and I can't understand why they're not throwing him in jail right now once he's indicted and once he's arrested. And they should have denied him bail. You know, they should revoke his bail and put him in jail now. And when they do start the trials, have it all televised, so it's all on record. Okay? Why they're not treating him kid gloves? Well, one says, well, because he was the president, was president of the United States. Key word, was. He isn't anymore. He's a private citizen. He's no longer a president. And you know what? It's been 2 years. And technically, by 2 years, he's supposed to build a presidential library. Did he do that? No, because he doesn't have the money to do it. And so, guess what? And also, the rest of the former presidents kicked him out of the President's Club. He doesn't belong in there. Ever. There should be one little tiny footnote in history that says former president, so-called President Trump, had violated every federal law of the land and he is now in prison. Because he didn't leave any accomplishments, didn't leave any sound policies or anything else. He just wanted to screw people over. And he wanted to do it in a grand way. Well, guess what, Trump? You're the one that's going to be in jail. And making this so-called threat, well, if you come after me, I'll come after you. Well, I'm sorry, correction. DOJ is coming after you because you broke federal laws. If any other person who has committed crimes like this is put in jail, and he should be in jail. The kid gloves need to come off. No more. Slap cuffs on him and perp walk him to jail. And some supporters said, oh, embarrassed him. Well, he doesn't really have any self-awareness to be embarrassed. He's a narcissist. And narcissists don't seem to realize what they're doing or how it affects others. They want everything to be about them. Well, it is not about them, but you think they would be embarrassed about it. No. Now, any politician or any candidate for office, for that matter, did something that was not right or not, that was wrong, then he should just say, okay, you know what, I need to concentrate on this issue first and drop the campaign and concentrate on getting that situated. But once you break the public's trust, it's really difficult to get it back. Does Trump get it? No, he didn't get it. He didn't understand it. Let's see what else is going on. Let me check my news here. Now, the other thing I noticed is the GOP, the hardcore GOP supporters, they don't seem to get the fact that Trump is in deep doo-doo. He is now well over 81 counts and counting of federal charges against him. And for some reason, you think his supporters would go, you think they would dump him. Most voters, when they find out the candidate is doing stupid, illegal things, they will leave that candidate. Now, this group is they're being stupid, they're being stubborn, and they seem to condone Trump's actions. Well, you know what? They better be careful because they might find their backgrounds checked. I'm sure some are like that. They come out of the woodwork. Okay? Like you and I, we don't like getting into trouble. Okay? We have no interest in doing that. So, I don't know what it is with people. Let's see. Oh, another thing too. Russia and China have both sent their ships to the off the coast of Alaska. I don't know if it's intimidation, probably, more than anything. Russia and China need to get through their thick skulls. How would they like it if some other country, like, hypothetically, US and Canada went over there and bugged them? They wouldn't like it very much, okay? Well, Russia and China need to worry about their own problems and stop harassing others. China needs to leave Taiwan alone. Taiwan is its own separate country. And China has no business staying there harassing them, especially the countries in the South China Sea. Okay? Especially like around Guam, where our territories are and everything else. They need to leave them alone. Okay? Same way with North Korea. You need to leave them alone. Russia needs to stop the war, rebuild Ukraine, and leave Ukraine alone. And then put Putin in jail. That's where he belongs. He did a big no-no of attacking a sovereign country. And Ukraine should be part of NATO. They really should. All the other former Soviet satellite countries have joined NATO. Look at Sweden. Norway, they're part of NATO now. So Russia's like, They're getting further isolated from that. Oh, now another thing I saw on the news. I don't know if it'd show up on your feed or not. There's a tower in Kiev. Used to pronounce Kiev, but it's not Kiev. Ukraine used to be an old Soviet era hammer and sickle symbol there. Well, guess what? The city of Kiev is taking it down, and they're replacing it with a new emblem for Ukraine. So they're replacing that, and they're getting rid of the ham and sickle, just to give old Putin the middle finger. Putin right now cannot leave the country because he has a warrant for his arrest through what's going on? Warrant for his arrest through the Hague, the World Court, for crimes against humanity. And so he's in trouble. He's in trouble for that. So he can't go anywhere. He can't go to any other country's functions or anything. He has to stay in Russia. Russia's economic thing is so screwed up because Trump screwed it up. Or not Trump screwed it up, but Putin screwed it up. Well, both of them screwed it up. So anyway, it's just a matter of hoping and praying, and karma will bite the respective dictators. As you can tell, I don't like dictators. I just like them. They're bullies, is what they are. And bullies, they will get their karma. It will happen. So, okay, well, time for me to sign off. Sorry I was a little bit late. For doing this, the time ran away from me. Let me check my schedule. Okay, I will be sure to be on time on Wednesday at 1 o'clock. I kind of overslept this morning is what happened, so I didn't realize time was a little later than it really is. So, anyway, I hope to see you all later. Be sure to share, insist, persist, and push back. And I will see you all later. Okay? Stay safe from the storms when they do come in. And like I said, we need to push. So, yeah. So be careful. Just watch. Okay? Talk to you later. Love you all. Bye-bye. And thank you for watching.